The greatest con artist football ever witnessed. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't dominate Europe, he dominated perception. Football was reduced to a scoreboard, and Europe applauded the man who learned how to farm it better than anyone else in history. From footballer to formula, Ronaldo realized very early, if I touch the ball less, I can score more. So he stopped playing football and started finishing it. The build-up, he was outsourced. Creativity, delegated. Control, irrelevant. His job became very simple. Arrive, shoot, celebrate, demand credit. Europe efficiency for superiority. Awards were stolen in plain sight. Ballon d'Or night became hostage situations. Team dominant seasons were ignored. Playmakers sidelined. Defenders erased from memory. As long as Ronaldo had the most goals, the loudest celebrations, the biggest headlines, he was crowned. When the Ballon d'Or stopped bending, FIFA conveniently pushed the best as an award built on voting politics, popularity and PR. It was not football reality. Suddenly, Ronaldo was the best. Even when he wasn't the best dribbler, he wasn't the best creator, he wasn't the best controller, he wasn't the best player on the pitch, but he looked like it. Why? Because he was scoring a lot of goals.
What did you hear there? What did you hear there? Let me do a little bragging. See, my page may not be the page that has a lot of followers, like Combos, Adikas and Co's. They might not. The reason is that a lot of people, it takes very intelligent people to relate and understand what I'm saying here, because I'm not a content creator. Others are content creators. Clearly, I'm a prof. I'm a rabbi. This is not for me to brag. Right? Good. Now, the video you saw just proved it. See, so many things that I say here are not those things you see in the pages of other people. And what they say there are the things you can relate. Very simple things. Why? Because you can go online and check these things. You can even use ChatGPT and check these things. But what I say here is beyond statistics. That's why the guy that showed me this, he called me Prof Ace. Look at what this guy watched me. Now let me tell you something. I may not be the biggest, but one thing I can assure you is that personalities like Combos and Adikas, they come to my page and pick certain things and talk about. This boy had proven that. They pick things. They come to my page and see deep knowledge. Pick things and talk about. Yes, the truth is that they can relate to a number of people. One, because they can speak Pidgin English, and Nigerians can understand. I don't speak Pidgin here. Mine is not a content, it's not a page, it's a classroom. This is a classroom. This page, a lot of people see it as a page for other content creators, but this is, a prof does not stay in a page, he stays in a classroom. His audience are students. These other people are followers and fans. You people are not followers, you people are my brothers and students. So I teach, I give out. Now what am I trying to say? A lot of you will bear me witness when I have continually stated, one, Cristiano Ronaldo never conquered Europe. He never conquered Europe. He just took an advantage of vulnerable mentality, which, by the way, is a majority. He just took that advantage of a vulnerable mentality. Our society had grown to a level where they look at packagings and styles and fashions over the real thing. So he took advantage of such things. I've said this countless times, right? This boy is coming to say, he never conquered Europe. That's number one. I told you people there is a difference between a football player. This boy went to my content. Very brilliant. He went to my content and then told ChatGPT what to tell him, and then he started quoting those things, But how was it straight from here? Prof, we don't need to go to ChatGPT. If we go to ChatGPT, we use ChatGPT in the most academic way. We interact with it and we get more findings and present it in our ways, right? It's in the most academic way. So we approach ChatGPT from an academic point of view. There's an academic methodology of approaching ChatGPT. It becomes a finding for you. Then you still display it in the most academic way. That's a professorial, we call it professorial approach, academic approach, right? But I applaud the boy. He's doing the right job because the message, he's helping the message go out there. I said it's the second one. I differentiated between a football player and a finisher. A football player is different from a finisher. A football player requires skills. And to be a football player to the standard of Lionel Messi, it has to take 4 to 5 other players to measure up to the standard of Lionel Messi's ability as a football player. A football player is a playmaker. That's why play is in that name. Then I told you people, a defender is a goal guard. I call it a goal guard. he guards the ball from not entering he has certain abilities like strength and skill in a bid to stop an attacker or a playmaker who is usually known for his intelligence to scoring goals or making astronomical passes that would give rise to a goal. So a defender or a goal guard has more jobs and is required to possess more football ability than a finisher. But a finisher requires desperation. He doesn't need skill. He just requires desperation. But skill is very much resident or imminent in a playmaker, because a playmaker, his reach touches or affects a goal guard and a goal finisher. He helps a goal guard and a finisher. A finisher does the least job. A finisher is just an evidence, not an activity. It's not an action, it's an evidence. It's an evidence of a football well played or well managed by a playmaker or a football player or a player.